Hello everyone and welcome. I have read recently Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and I would like to talk about this book with you guys. And I would love to make a drawing for this book. I had trouble with the light while drawing this, and I didn't know this until after the drawing. I'm sorry. Talking about drawings, there are some amazing drawings in this book. You should really through this book to see all the drawings. The last time that I did a book kind of spoiler review, I went through every chapter and talked about a bit about every chapter. But this book has no chapters. It has only kind of creatures in it. So we are going to it by creature. And the first creature we start with is a really scary one, the Acromantula. And of course we get to see the Acromantula in Harry Potter too, but it stays such a scary creature. Um, the Eswinder. If you need to make a cure for ague, make a fire and go away for an hour, maybe a little bit longer to be extra, and then an Eswinder has come out and has laid eggs somewhere, and then you will be able to have a cure for it, which is really cool. And the Eswinder itself will have disappeared, the only eggs already. And otherwise, just always put out a fire before you leave because a creature that comes out fire sounds a bit scary. Then we have the augury. Their feathers are mostly used as quills to ride with in the Wizarding Worlds, and I find that really cool. Um, so I would like to find an augury myself to create my own kind of quill. That would be nice. Then we get the basilisks, which we see a lot in Harry Potter too, and is at one side a scary creature, but also a cool creature. But I'm always interested in how Hairpal did come up with the idea to put a chicken egg under a toad. And that is the way how a basilisk is created, to put a chicken egg under a toad. I find it interesting that can come up with that kind of idea. Okay, next creature, a billywig. The stings of a billywig has laceration affection, so you can maybe fly a bit from those things. Which sounds cool to be able to fly, but also maybe painful because you have to get stung by a billywig. Then we go to the Bowtrickle. Oh, we get to see the Bowtrickle in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find in the movie. And it is such a cute creature in there. I love it so much, the Bowtrickle. And of course, they also hide in wand making wood trees, which is also really awesome. Okay, the I hope I pronounced it right. Bundyman. It is kind of a big creature, and a house can collapse by it, which is kind of interesting. I don't want to find a Bundyman ever in my house. And next creature, the Kimaria. I hope I pronounced it right. This is going to be happening a few times that I have trouble with pronouncing names. Anyway, they are very dangerous. The Searspuff eats months, and it messes with electricity. But can you imagine that there is a creature that actually wants to eat your wand? And the next time I have electricity problems, I know that the Cheerpuffle must have been in the neighborhood. When you look at the picture of the Clabbers in the book, it looks really nice. I hope that I will be able to draw that someday. It would be interesting to do. And the crib, oh, that looks so cute. I want to keep it as a pet. Then we get the dummy guys. What we also get to see in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is such an amazing, cute and fantastic creature, and I love his invisibility skills. The Dirkal. um, Living proof that dodos still exist. So the dodos never, they still exist. We just aren't able to see them anymore as Mikkels. But it is just cool that they find some explanation for that. Doxy. What I remember from Doxy is that they were always hard to fight against in in Harry Potter games. So other than that, and then we get a lot of dragons. We start with the Antipodean Opale dragon, a New Zealand dragon, or een dragon that comes often for New Zealand, so probably is the dragon from The Hobbit. And then we have the Hungarian Hortal, really a very dangerous dragon. We get to see that in part 4 of Harry Potter. The Norwegian Ripback, its head looks like crocodile on the picture. And the Peruvian Vipertooth is a very dangerous and small dragon. And then you have the Romanian Lanar. Romanian is where they study dragons, so that is also where Charlie is, which makes this dragon for me a bit interesting. And I like the beautiful horns on this dragon. The Swedish Shortneck. Oh, I love the beautiful blue color of this dragon. And the Eucarian Iron Belly is a really big dragon. Really. um, and then we are done with the dragons and we get back to um, other creatures. Let's start with the duck boy. It kind of looks like a moonstick, and don't let it close to your ankles because it will bite in it. And then we get the Erklin. This, I remember that we also had to fight a lot in Harry Potter games, and it was always difficult to fight against Erklins. And we have the Erumpet, and we get to see the Erumpet in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And I love the scenes that it has in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, where they kind of try to get it back into the cage with seducing it a bit, which is really cool. Or a really cool way to try to get the beast back in the cage. Very. They are in a lot of fantasy stories, fairies. And yeah, I always like to be one when I see them in most um, fantasy stories. Fire grip. Oh, this is a dangerous. You can actually keep it as a pet, but it is very dangerous. Next one is Flobberworm. Probably not a most really active creature, but we do know that Hagrid gives lessons about them in book 3 of Harry Potter. And then we get the Fooper. Oh, you can also get Quill's feathers from, and it looks just very cute. The Cool lives at the Weasley's house, and apparently also at Muggle's house. So it can really happen that you have a real creature living in your attic or something like that. The Klimbumble, it looks like a chicken, which makes it look a bit cute. And then you have the gnomes, the who live in the Weasley's garden. They look a bit weird, but also a bit cute. The Gripper, it is one of the few creatures that can defend themselves against trolls, so that makes them a bit cool. A Griffin, they guard treasures. So maybe they have some griffins in Gringotts, the bank. And they also have a griffin before the head office of the headmaster on Hogwarts. So the head office is a treasure room. In the Grindy Loan, we get to see a lot of them in Harry Potter 4. The High Behind is a creature created by two wizards, which I find really, no, by one wizard, sorry, by Phineas Fletcher. And I think that Phineas Fletcher is maybe related to Mundungus Fletcher, or I hope so. I find it cool that they have the same back name and that there is actually a creature that is created by a human. Okay, the hippocampus. This looks like a seahorse. Very cool. Hippogriff. Buckbeak is a hippogriff, and we see him in Harry Potter 3, and it is a super cool creature. And don't forget to bow when you meet him. The Hodak, a scary dog-looking creature. The Horklump. They look like cool little mushrooms, and I really like mushrooms a lot. So, the Hornet Sandpet, who is een house on Ilvermorny, and a pet of Isolde Sayer, maybe a Warncorn, is from the Hornet Sandpet, but they do not know that for sure. But still, it makes it a really cool creature. And then we have an imp, which looks like a very little human. And Kappa, who has a hole with water in his head. And I have read this book one time before, and I didn't remember this, but I find it very interesting. And then we have the Kelpie. And the Kelpie is just a Loch Ness Monster. So, the Loch Ness Monster does exist. And the Gnoll, oh, they look so cute. They look a big, I would love to have a Gnoll in my garden, but they are kind of also a little bit dangerous, but they are so cute. Neasels can bring persons home can bring persons to their home when they are lost, which is a really cool thing if you can do that as a creature. It would be nice if you often get lost and get a Neasel. And the Leprechaun, it looks like a human, but it is green for color. Cool. Letiot, it is a Patronus to use. Letiot is another creature that you can use a Patronus against, except from a Dementor. It's also really cool. So the Patronuses you can use for more creatures than only a Dementor. The Lobalak, a sea creature with poison in it. The Lobalak, I'm not sure. Anyway, they are really cool. Well, not cool because they have poison, but sea creatures. I don't know. Mickled Malaklan. Their bites give you bad luck. So, if you ever have a lot of bad luck, you must be been bitten by a Mickled Malaklan. A Manticore. A lot of people think that the Manticore is the beast we see in Fantastic Beasts 3 in the cave where Theseus is been held captive. I also think that it is that, but it is a really big Manticore. Oh, and it is a very deadly creature. It can kill you a bit easily, I think. Mere people. Mermaids exist, guys. Oh, and I always wanted to be a mermaid. And those look also very tough. The moke. The skin from the moke is used for money bags. So that way it makes it harder to get into the money bags, except for the owner itself, which is really cool. And the mooncalves. Oh, you can get a mooncalf in Hogwarts Legacy. They are so super cute. And the Murtlet, we see also in Fantastic Beasts 1. Um, Jacob gets attacked by it. Murtleps are a bit scary because of that, or I think that. And then we have a Niffler, one of the cutest looking creature ever. But keep your money away from it. The Noctil can only be scared away with a light white dog chasing behind it. So if you have ever have problems with Noctil, try to get a white dog. The Nundi, one of the most dangerous beast in the world. But if you see the picture of the Nundi, it is so big. The Okami, super cool that it can fit in any size. And we see it in Fantastic Beasts 1. Oh, Phoenix, of course, Fox from Dumbledore. Such a super cool creature. And pixies don't have wings according to this book, but they can still fly, which is uh, amazing. The Plimpy. Mere people scare them away by tying their legs together. I find it a bit of poor for the Plimpy. I didn't know what the Plimpy does to deserve that from the mermaids. The Pogrebin. It makes our shadows look weird. So if you ever see your own shadow looking weird, you are probably being informed by a Pogrebin. Porlock. It was one of the first creatures we can get in Hogwarts Mystery. And with training for this creature, or I could see really well how he grows to trust you. And playing with the creature in Hogwarts Mystery was so cute. And that you saw how more it started to trust you. And because it was one of the first creatures that we got, and I could really see that, it still has a special place in my heart, this creature. I just love it. A Puffskin. That is the cute beast that Ginny has in Harry Potter 6. But it also is a bit of a weird creature because it eats buggies from Wizard's nose with his tongue. And I just find it weird to imagine a tongue of a beast going inside my nose. But other than that, it looks so cute when Ginny has it on her shoulder in Harry Potter 6. The Quintapet. Um, they have an island for themselves, which is really handy to have your own island. Marmoras are very big looking fishes, and you have the red cap, and the red cap murders muggles. Why do they do that? The redem, their blood gives strength, but they are very rare, so it's nice to have a creature that can give you strength, or their blood if you drink it. But they are so very rare that it's hard to catch them. And the Runspor, the three-headed snake pet. Uh, I don't like a snake with three heads. And you can actually keep it as a pet, but believe me or not, but I don't want it as a pet. It is a snake with three heads. Salamander. Oh, Newt gives Tina a compliment with the salamander eyes in part 2 of Fantastic Beasts. That is, I find this such the sweetest compliment, and that they understand each other without saying something. Oh, it is so super cute. The sea serpent, it can get 100 feet long. I mean, that's just a really long creature. Sharks, the shrike or something like that. They rip open nets from muggles when they try to fish. A Snallegaster, family of the Okami, but this one looks a bit more scary. The Snitches, it looks a bit like a golden kiwi, which is cool. And then the Sphinx. The Sphinx, you know, of course, from the Egyptians, and they make puzzles and riddles, and I love to solve puzzles and riddles. They are really cool. And the string, they change color and they can get this pet. How cool is it to have a pet in house that can change colors and can look every day different? The Tibo is another creature that has the power of invisibility. A Thunderbird, that is a house at Ilvermorny, and we have seen the Thunderbird in Fantastic Beasts. And let's be clear, that is a really cool beast. And then the troll, which we get to see in Harry Potter 1. And the unicorn, my favorite creature. Yes, and that's also the reason why I am drawing them here. Oh, I love unicorns. And I find it also really interesting that the young ones are golden-like and the adult ones are silver-like. So one day they change from gold to silver. And yeah, the young ones are gold because they are, or I think they are gold because they are a little bit more pure. And the unicorn is one of the purest creatures. The Wampusket also is a house at Ilvermorny, and it can use Legilimens Sea, which is cool. And then of course we have the werewolf, and we all know a really famous werewolf, Remus Lupin. Well, maybe he wasn't that famous, but uh, he is such an amazing character. And the Winged Horse, who are they are multiple kind of creatures that are a winged horse. But I will go in on two. The Ericsons, who are from Bobaton, which are really cool creatures. And the Testrals are winged horse. And you get to, of course, see that Luna interacts with the Testral in Harry Potter 5. And they are such misunderstood but really cool creatures. And I like it that they just know the way wherever you want to go. And as last creature, we have the Yeti, the proof that the snowman or the evil snowman that we think that sometimes lives in mountains, but it does exist, is here standing in the book. So now we went through the whole book. And yeah, it is kind of you have to get used to reading this because it is works others than different books a bit because you don't go through it chapter by chapter and you don't really have a story, but you have more of a handheld book that you can find out things about creatures. But it is really nice to read, and it looks so cool. And this version looks so cool with all the beautiful drawings in it, and you can actually see a bit how the creatures look like. So yes, and I have my drawing finished of those two unicorns. I know that my drawing looks a bit simple, but I thought many times about changing it, and I was like, but it still looks cute and sweet, so I'm not going to do it. So then this is the end of this video. I hope you like this talk about this book and my drawing, and then I hope to see you back in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.